Hey YouTubers, I know it's been a while, so I'm going to take a couple minutes and give you guys an update. I want to talk about Governor-elect Murphy's cabinet picks. There have been a couple that I didn't originally foresee or I didn't anticipate, but for the most part, it's exactly as I predicted. He nominated his primary opponent, Jim Johnson, to head Human Services, and what that is a seat for him to fill as a bench warmer until a seat opens up on the New Jersey Supreme Court. When that happens, Murphy is going to tap Jim Johnson to fill that seat on the High Court. He's going to be unanimously confirmed to get through the state Senate with flying colors. And it's kind of a injustice for the people of New Jersey. And the reason being is this. In recent years, probably the last 10 to 15, appointments to the New Jersey Supreme Court have mirrored appointments to the U.S. Supreme Court in terms of we're choosing a certain type of individual who has went to certain schools, has worked at the U.S. Attorney's Office, and more or less follows a certain political ideology. And the political ideology that has been followed by the state Supreme Court, especially under Chief Justice Ravner's tenure, has been basically to deviate from the plain text of the state constitution and make up the law as they go along. There are two recent examples of cases that the New Jersey Supreme Court have decided. The first is a case about a year and a half ago, which challenged the constitutionality of a criminal trial that was decided by a trial court judge that was 72 years old. The state constitution sets the presumed age of judicial incapacity at 70, which means that all state judges are set to retire at 70. So the constitutional question was whether or not the recall statute, which allows judges to serve into their mid to late 70s past the constitutional age, violated the state constitution. It obviously did. But the state Supreme Court wanted to find a way around it when there was no way around it. And the problem being with decisions like this is that it's yet one more instance where our fundamental rights as citizens of the great state of New Jersey are being thrown to the wayside. And I feel that if Governor-elect Murphy gets his chance to tap Jim Johnson for the state Supreme Court, which he will in the next year and a half to 2 years, it's only going to get worse, folks. We don't need any more Ivy Leaguers and former assistant U.S. attorneys sitting on the New Jersey Supreme Court. We need people that are going to adhere to a strict view of the text of the state constitution. And until we get that, the people are going to suffer. Things like affordable housing, educational funding, capital punishment, the state pension system, property taxation, borrowing, all of these things are going to get significantly worse until we can get solid conservatives and textualists on the New Jersey Supreme Court. And with that being said, that's the number one fear that I have from the Murphy administration, their first pick for the court.